still the greatest city in the world, the thought leader and culture center for the nation, the financial and communications capital of the globe, a reservoir of resources for virtually everything. What better place for a university? St. John's, the nation's largest Catholic university, and according to U.S. News and World Report, one of America's best national universities, makes New York its home. St. John's has two conveniently located campuses in the city, one in Hillcrest, Queens, on 100 rolling acres within view of the Manhattan skyline, and another on one of the most attractive sites in New York and one of the highest elevations on the East Coast, Grimes Hill, Staten Island.
Action of the pestle in the mortar is not a grinding action.
St. John's unique position in the metropolitan area and its tradition of academic excellence have enabled it to attract a distinguished faculty drawn from some of the best institutions of higher learning throughout the world.
And that is where we begin to try to reconstruct a new voice mechanism.
These dedicated professionals are in the classroom, teaching, sharing their knowledge and wisdom, motivating and inspiring, bringing out the very best the St. John's student has to offer. An important university must contribute in a significant way to the good of society. The Reverend Donald J. Harrington, CM, President of St. John's University.
If we wish to have a serious effect on those problems which confront us in this city and in our world, we must teach our young people to probe the mysteries of the human person.
At the heart of the St. John's undergraduate experience is a core of liberal arts courses, carefully developed to provide a broad range of knowledge. A time-tested curriculum designed to equip the student with the competence and confidence necessary for success the rest of his or her life. The size of the university, the diversity of its faculty and student body, there are more than 19,000 students from practically every state in the Union and some 80 different countries, enables St. John's to offer a wide array of degree programs, all the way from the associate to the doctorate. There are more than 60 majors on the undergraduate level in the liberal arts and sciences, business, education, pharmacy, and allied health professions, and career-oriented fields such as communications, criminal justice, journalism, and computer science. St. John's is proud of the facilities it provides to support student study. Particularly of its state-of-the-art computer labs.
My professors, the faculty members, administrators that I've met have been very supportive in helping me make decisions as far as my major and future goals.
And its libraries, with nearly 1.5 million volumes and other holdings.
Rotate.
And of course its TV center, rivaling those of network production facilities. The strength of faculty, the caliber of students, the level of facilities are some of the reasons Money Magazine ranked St. John's on its list of the top 100 colleges in the nation in both its annual surveys. St. John's has certainly grown since its founding by the Vincentian community more than 120 years ago. Yet the tradition of St. Vincent de Paul, of caring for and respecting students, still thrives at St. John's.
He's very concerned with the marginalized, the alienated people in society. And one of the things that we would hope here at St. John's is that everyone who passes through the educational process here becomes caught up in that kind of concern for people.
From a modest wooden building in Brooklyn, St. John's University has expanded to become one of America's premier comprehensive national universities. But it's done so without losing sight of its time-honored mission. It's still an opportunity school. Each year, the university distributes more than $40 million to its students in financial aid. When you consider that St. John's also has the least expensive tuition of the private universities in New York State, it's easy to see why St. John's is one of the best values in higher education anywhere. Today, the opportunities at St. John's are virtually unlimited. For example, students who are qualified can pursue combined and special degree programs, such as the BA-JD, which can place them in law school in just 3 years and practicing only 6 years after graduation from high school. Or they can study abroad in Budapest, Hungary, in the heart of the new Eastern Europe, through the university's College Europa program. They can also pursue majors, minors, or electives, which will expose them to the history, cultures, philosophies, and languages of Asia's Pacific Rim countries. College is not all study. There's also a social side. At St. John's, you'll find more than 140 student organizations which cater to almost every interest and activity imaginable. And when it comes to sports, St. John's people root for one of the winningest teams in all of college basketball. Nothing is more exciting than when the legendary Redmen take the floor at Alumni Hall. They've been invited to more postseason tournaments than any other team in the country. St. John's is looking to the future, always strengthening its academic offerings, developing new programs, improving and adding facilities and technologies which make education more effective, which give the undergrad student the knowledge and skills essential for success and the good life. If you're looking to the future and thinking about college, we'd like you to think St. John's. Join us. Together, we'll bring out the best in you.